Congratulations on your new position at Trustee Bank. Now that the hard part of earning your job is over, I'd like to offer some guidelines to help your transition to Glasgow, Scotland. Glasgow city centre is a unique area, and as such, it may be quite different from what you're used to, but with these guidelines, you'll be able to navigate it just fine. The first step in understanding the business world in Glasgow is knowing what to wear. According to Culture Crossing, men typically don suits or trousers and a dress shirt. Wearing a tie isn't required. Culture Crossing also says that women often wear trousers and a blouse or a sweater, depending on the season. Women also wear a dress or a blouse and a skirt. Keep in mind that in order to be professional, dresses and skirts shouldn't be too short. After what to wear, the next priority for navigating the city center is, of course, how to actually navigate it. The website Visit Glasgow has all the information you may need on the topic. The following is a quick preview of its contents. If you prefer to walk, the city center is a very walkable area. You could also travel the city by biking if that's more your speed. If you'd like an easier way to travel, Glasgow has several options for traversing the city via subway or bus. You can purchase tickets for both of these options on the ScotRail website or First Bus app. Now that you know what to wear and how to travel, let's move on to how to address and interact with customers. When speaking to customers, TripSavvy recommends that you try to speak in a low, moderate tone. Speaking too loudly in public can be seen as offensive or embarrassing. Keep in mind that while the Scots tend to be soft-spoken and private people, the more relationships are established, the more friendly and open they are. Another important piece of addressing customers involves their names. TripSavvy states that you should wait to use a customer's first name until you are invited to do so. As I said before, the Scots are a private people. You should also keep in mind that the title Sir should specifically be used when addressing a man who has been knighted by the Queen. You now know how to speak to customers and how to address them, but what topics should you talk about when the opportunity presents itself? One option is their culture. TripSavvy has plenty of information about this topic as well if you'd like to dig deeper. In short, the website says that the Scots have a rich culture and traditions which they are very proud of. You may want to learn something about the culture and traditions in order to add to conversations. You may also talk about the weather, the beautiful countryside, your travels in Scotland and other countries, Scotland's history and various arts, outdoor activities, and sports. Knowing what to talk about is important, but even more so is knowing what to avoid bringing up. As mentioned before, the Scots are very proud of their culture, as well as their distinctive heritage. With this in mind, TripSavvy says you should avoid comments that group the Scots with the English. You should also refer to things that are Scottish in origin as Scottish and not Scotch, which is not the correct term and may be offensive. Returning to the emphasis on privacy, you should not ask about a Scots family unless he or she brings it up first. You should also refrain from asking what a person does for a living unless it's related to your work. The last 3 topics you should avoid are politics, religion, and Northern Ireland. While interacting with customers is a vastly important part of our business, you also need to know how to work with your Scottish co-workers. The Monetary Library explains that the Scottish people are relaxed and friendly, so when conducting business, it's essential to remain polite and courteous. Along with this, teamwork is often emphasized over individual projects and initiatives, so be prepared to work with others often. In addition, being punctual is considered essential, so you should strive to be on time for all meetings and social events. The last guideline you need to know to be successful in your new position in Trustee Bank is knowing how to physically hold yourself when at work. TripSavvy has a few tips on how to do just that. The Scots tend to downplay hand gestures and physical expressions. You should keep your hands out of your pockets when standing and walking to be polite. You should also refrain from touching or getting too close to others. The Scots tend to be low contact, so staying 1 arm's length away from customers or co-workers is a good rule of thumb. To add to this, the Monetary Library suggests maintaining eye contact with others to show that you are attentive and interested in what they have to say. Be sure to stop your gaze from wandering, especially when discussing business-related topics, as this can make others feel uncomfortable. Thank you for watching this training video on how to navigate your transition to working in beautiful Glasgow, Scotland. You should now have all the basic tools you'll need for success in the workplace. Good luck, and don't forget to explore your new surroundings.